Common combat sports myth number 6. In order to be successful in combat sports or in martial arts in general, it's all about upper body strength. You got to have big upper body muscles. Those guys who have the big biceps, shoulders, tris, lats, man, those guys are really dangerous. Common myth. Reality is, it's not true. There's a meme that's been floating around for years. It has 2 pictures. It has a picture of a group of bodybuilders, right? Very powerful looking guys, kind of mean looking. And then you have a picture of a guy like Gennady Golovkin, world-class boxer, very unassuming, almost nerdy looking when he's wearing street clothes. Or Mikey Musumeci, who's a very small individual, very unassuming, got glasses, all right? You wouldn't assume automatically that he's one of the best grapplers in the world, but don't let him get a hold of you, all right? The average person sees those big, powerful muscles on a person, and they're going to be intimidated, right? But they don't understand that that doesn't equate to the ability to defend yourself or the ability to fight, all right? To be successful in combat sports or martial arts in general. Because strength is one part of the equation. You need speed, timing, coordination, balance, muscular endurance, cardio. Cardio is your biggest weapon. If you have good cardio, you're going to be able to outlast that guy who's got the big muscles. Because the reality is, big muscles means you need a lot of oxygen to feed those muscles. All right? It's going to take a lot to be able to keep those muscles going round after round after round. In the striking arts, particularly in boxing, Muay Thai, MMA, you see most often the more elite strikers have a physical build that is more long and lanky, all right? You would look at them and you wouldn't assume that, man, that guy can really strike with power. But they have the ability with those long levers, those long arms, to generate a tremendous amount of power through proper technique and leverage. It's not about their biceps. It's not about their chest muscles. It's about how they've trained their body to move, to maximize their physical abilities and gifts. Again, not about muscles. Strength is a factor. If I had the choice, I would rather be strong than be not strong. But it is not the biggest factor. It is not the determining factor. Again, you have to put it in its entirety. And so when you get on the mat, when you start training, yes, you are going to increase your strength through the training. You can do supplemental work as well. But don't think for a minute that when you look at a guy and you see big muscles, that they're automatically going to be better than everybody else, because that's just a common myth. All right? Oftentimes, depending on what you're training, that could be a detriment or it could be a strength. Depends on how you use it. Depends on the amount of time you spend on the mat, learning the technique and learning how to use what physical attributes you have as an individual. All right? You may be a tall, skinny guy who doesn't have the ability to put on that type of size. Does that mean you're going to be less successful than somebody else? No. The reality is, I was listening to somebody talk about jiu-jitsu, and we'll use that as an example for now. There is not one particular body type that is successful in jiu-jitsu, all right? Jiu-jitsu is one that they say, oh, it's the little guy using leverage, be able to beat the bigger person. But the reality is, we all know size and strength do matter. That's why they have weight classes. But there isn't one body type. You see long, lanky people have great success in jiu-jitsu, as well as guys with big, powerful physiques. They're being successful as well. Again, the size of the muscles don't matter, all right? You want to be strong. You want to have good core strength and strengthen your posterior chain. You want to have good grip strength. You want to have good cardio. If I had to choose between being physically strong or having good cardio, I would definitely choose to have better cardio first. All right? I'd rather want that as my biggest weapon rather than my ability to do 1 rep max more than anybody else. So you got to understand the different factors that go into success in the gym, success in the competition, success on the mat. All right? Physical strength is only a small thing, and big muscles, that really doesn't mean much. All right, so don't buy into that myth. Stay tuned for more.